especially if it's your first time, I would like to welcome our Wreck-It training team, the debutantes. They're going to come out and do a slow demo for you. So there's several different positions. We're going to start with the pivots up front with the stripes on their helmets. They're the only players that can put their toe on that pink line there. They're generally the last line of defense and the ones that control the speed of the pack. All the way in the back here, you have the jammers.
Rebel Bella!
Helmet, and they're the only players that can score points, which I will explain in just a moment. Everyone else here, the blockers and the pivots together, they form the pack. After the first pass that the jammers have through the pack is when they start scoring points. This first pass is just to get lead jammer. Lead jammer has the ability to call off the jam and end it at any time so that the other jammer doesn't score any points at all. You score points for each member of the opposite team that you pass legally while inbounds. So let's take a look. And the pack is off. When the last blocker passes, the jammers are released. The blue jammer is hitting the pack first. And she gets through with lead jammer. Lead jammer is shown by holding one hand up in the air and pointing at her by the referee. Now as she catches up to the pack here, she calls it off. That ends the jam. She's scored 4 points. You can see Winona Collider here holding up 4. That means she scored 4 points on that pass. And you see Frauho here holding up a fist. That means 0 for the black jammer. Typically, we don't end on our knees, but we wanted to make sure that we could move on to the next thing without confusion. So the next thing we're going to show you is a huge point of confusion. It is called out-of-play penalties. Out-of-play penalties occur when a blocker is 20 feet outside of the pack. The pack is defined right here. And we have Hot Dish Mama back here, 20 feet behind the pack. If she were to engage anybody that far out of the pack, she'd take a trip to the penalty box. Same thing here with Fair Nasty at the front. If she were to engage anybody there, she would go to the box for a penalty. I hope that helps. Derby again is confusing, so what you can do is you can find anybody with these question mark helmets on and ask them whatever your heart desires. But keep it clean, folks, this is a family event. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy and have a good night.